Është koha për edhe një tjetër intervistë në kuadër të emisionit SportON në Urban FM në 103.5 dhe 105.5. Kam kënaqësinë që në studio ta kem agjentin e FIFA-s, agjentin e futbollistëve, Vincent Ce Ougna. Vincent, welcome to our show.
Thank you very much. I'm happy to be here with you.
I introduce you to our listeners and our watchers. I say that you are a FIFA agent and currently you are on the visit here in Kosovo. What is the reason of your visit here?
I have various reasons to be here. I know first that Kosovo for football is a nice country because it's a small country, but only 1 million persons. But you have really big potential players, and that's why it could be interesting to have an eye more close in this country, because I have many contacts in France, and I can manage many projects to develop and to have a good relations with Kosovo. That's why I will maybe present my various projects later, but it's a very interesting country. Yes.
Yeah, with the information that you have and contacts that you have here, friends, and what is the idea of collaboration with France and with your contacts that you have? What is in your mind in small terms?
In small terms, I'd like to first to give French clubs and more largely Western Championship clubs have a look close to the potential we have here, because for the moment they are not very hard to take players directly from Kosovo to the big championships, the 5 big championships in Europe. They prefer that they have a stage in a smaller championship on West Europe. That's why the first on small terms the first idea could be to manage all the scouts in France. I know come here and see with their eyes what is the potential here, because they are not very confident about it, and they have to see with their eyes to be sure. That's why I met this week your federation president, yes, yeah. And I presented him the project to organize, for example, detections games with the best player in Kosovo, the best young player, and he was open by my request, and maybe we will try to work on it, because it's an important project. We have lots of logistics and etc. And it could be interesting to develop football in Kosovo and have a new talent tank for the West Europe clubs. It could be win-win for everybody. It's good. That's the first project I have in my mind.
One of the projects. Did you saw with your information that you have that here in Kosovo have talents that could develop in France in the way how the French club works, how they approach to the talents, and after that to sell them in the big stages, as you mentioned?
Yes, that's it.
So you like the talent that they are here. You think that we have a product that you can present to the different French club?
Yes.
It's not that just you came here without knowing that we have a talent.
What we have to know that in West Europe, in France, we like Eastern Europe players, because they have the thing technique thing or grinta, which is really liked in West Europe. that's why it could be important to have an eye every time on it.
You will also be here and you will watch a game of our Super League that will start on this weekend. How excited are you, and do you think that you can know more when you go and watch the game live on stadium?
Yes, it's important to have an eye on live, because we have lots of video platforms with the Kosovo games, but have an eye. A real eye, you have a larger eye, and you can really see how fast is the game, what is the positions of the player, how they can, what are the tactics. It's more important to have an eye. This afternoon maybe I will go to see Pristina, who start today.
Yeah.
And I'm very interesting and amazed by this Superliga. Yes. If I can speak about the Superliga,
of course. Yeah.
Yes. I think there is.
Do you have information about quality of Superliga, or how much information you have about clubs of Kosovo?
Yes, everybody. I know. I follow Superliga since many years now, and I can see the evolution of one club in particular. It's Drita. I'm amazed by the work they have done by many years, because the sports manager is look to be very straight and very good, because his name, I think, I hope Valon Zombe. Yes,
he will be my guest also.
Yes.
Other projects that you want to mention and that you have in mind after you see the infrastructure and everything going around in our football? Do you have anything else in mind except this that you mentioned? You want to send data of different players from Kosovo, make contacts, because as you said, it's important to have a club like a trampoline for these 5 top championships. So you have anything else in mind, maybe a camp or anything else?
Yes, the black point I can have a look on it, is maybe the gap between many clubs in the same league. For example, Drita or Pristina have good facilities, and other clubs have facilities to be developed. Yes, that's why keep another project came in my mind. For example, with an agent, intermediary agent. I collaborate a lot in my every day. Is Armen Chelili. Yes, maybe he came here. Yes, I see. And I work with him, and maybe we could have a project to take a club and find investors to find a club and be able to develop him like it could be done at Drita. Yes, because I think Drita is the example to follow of development, I think.
As you mentioned, I want to know how is a work of FIFA agent. We have here too many agents in Kosovo, but most of them are not licensed by FIFA. How is work, or how do you purchase to a player when you like a player? How do you go after him? If you can tell us any secret.
The secret is, I think, in this work is to be human. To be human, because lots of managers and lots of agents, not sure it's really agents, they want to do one shot. I bring this player here, one shot. I take money, and I don't, and they don't keep in mind that it's possible he's not good to this place, and there's lots of parameters to take in in consideration, and I think the human side is very important, because the players, the football is 70 and or 80% in the head. The main idea I have with my players is they only have to think to their performance. All the things around contracts, apartments, and everything. We have to take it in charge, and he only have to be on his performance. That's the secret of the
agent.
Of the agent.
Of course, I think it's also the trust that you build with the player, because if player doesn't trust you, I think it's also how to say, it's not good for you to run after him. If he doesn't trust you, of course that the results are not good, huh?
Yes, but the player is the boss. That's him who decides everything. We are just the employees of the players. That's why we don't have to take big decisions without the 100% agreement of the player. Yes, that's the condition of the trust.
Yeah, number one, I think. I also, if you have anything else to mention with your ideas here in Kosovo, I wanted to ask you a little bit about your career as football player. But if you have something else to mention about plans now that
yes.
in front of
yes.
in future,
if I can talk about the projects,
yeah.
For example, when I met Agjenti this week, I talked to him about maybe a manager I'm mandated for, a French experienced manager, and I proposed for example his services, because I can see that what are the really needs of the national team. The national team needs have lots of talents, and they need to be square, straight. That's why I proposed the service of my mandated coach, because I think he could be the good
decision,
the good choice to, and yes, the good choice between football and discipline and work.
Yeah, of course. We will see. Yeah,
continue. Yes, if I finish on the last project for development of football, I think you have good players and you have two talented coach in Kosovo. You have talented coach. And experience, which have played football, because they have played in Albania, they have played Champions League, Europa League, and everything, and they know football very well. And it could be interesting to use my contacts in France with someone of them to have to pass a moment in a professional club in France, 1 month, for example, to stay every day, to have a new look. How we could work in France. That's one of the development projects which could be interesting.
Of course, when you come and we'll do this project, we will have again an interview. Why not? I wanted to ask you before speaking of your career as footballer, which are the clubs that you have the best collaboration in France, or maybe you have all of them you have collaboration, but what are the clubs that you have good relationship and they trust your work and trust everything you bring to them?
Yes, for example, I played for 12 years in Clermont. That's why I know lots of people there. The direction have changed since I left, but I kept lots of good relation with this club, for example, and I have good relation too with, for example, Auxerre, because Auxerre, it was my coach when I played in Luznac in 3rd division in France. My coach at this moment is now the Auxerre coach. That's why I think he's the best coach I've ever seen too. and I think he could give me the contacts of the clubs, and that's very interesting to have it.
Did the help in this your job as a FIFA agent that you were a football player, that you know how football what wants a player, what he needs? Did your career as a football player, even that you played in a lower division in France, but did help you in your work like an agent?
Yes, every day, because in my career I do mistakes like everybody, and I know what we have to do and know what we don't have to do. That's why it's important to have done the mistakes, to tell to the younger don't do that, do the best choice, because it's always decisions. Football is always decision on the pitch, and out of the pitch it's always decision. Will I go there or there? Maybe I stay here. I stay here. I'm good here. I will stay, or I'll try to find a bed and be better.
As I said, you played in a lower division, and you played also for Clermont Foot, who is now in top division of France. How was back then when you played in French football, and what did why didn't you have a bigger step? Can you tell us, it was anything else, any injury or something else? Because from my information that I have, they say for you you was a fast player. You had you play winger, right?
Yes,
okay.
Winger. Yes.
I have confidential information that you couldn't make it, but maybe you didn't have luck. It's always not just in sport, but in life you have to have luck and to be in the right time, everything and stuff like that.
Yes. First, I don't think there is luck or unluck. The luck must be provoked, and to my mind, to my part, I think that I didn't come at the best level, because it's important to be always in increasing, always want to be increased, and you must have the work culture in all along your career. And that's maybe, I think that's the mistake I've done. I didn't have a work culture to increase my performance, and that's why now I know that if you are good, if you have qualities, you must continue to work on your qualities.
It's not enough just to have your talent.
It's not enough. Yes, what I thought is that I was faster than all the players maybe around, but I thought it's enough. It's enough. I'm faster. I will pass. And at one moment, if you don't work before to develop your qualities, you'll stop. You'll stop.
Vincent, these were my questions. If you want something to add about projects, about anything else, or you have any message to all our listeners and our viewers, please, it's your time.
Yes. First, you have an amazing country. Yes, Kosovo is, I think, one of the best travel I've ever done.
You have to come again, huh?
Yes, and I will come. I will come back, because we have lots of projects to do here, and this country is amazing. That's why it's good.
Thank you for your time, Vincent. Of course, we will be seeing each other again. Ishim me Vincent Ce Ougna, ish futbollist dhe tash FIFA Agjenti lojtarëve, i cili ka ardhur në Kosovë për të propozuar disa projekte, dhe do të jetë këto ditë për të vështruar edhe disa ndeshje të Superligës së Kosovës në futboll. Do të kthehemi pas pak në emisionin SportON.